Well, this is quite the day for a run, huh? What do you guys think, huh? Look at it. Man, it's coming down there. It's coming down there. Our entire porch is soaked. Man, Debbie, shout out Debbie putting in work out here. This is absolutely no joke. So today, with a rainstorm like this, you guys know there's only two brands we could possibly run in. Adidas and Puma. I ran in Adidas yesterday, so today we're going to run in a Puma. And this is the Puma Fast-R Nitro 2. This is a race shoe that I bought a while back. This is the shoe that our friend, well, he's not actually our friend, but I wish he were my friend, Rory Linkletter, will be racing the marathon in Paris, the Paris Olympic Marathon in. I've done one run in it so far. I did not love it. This is probably my least favorite marathon race shoe that I've tried this year. It felt a little bit firm. It felt a little bit too stiff, but it has a really nice rocker on it, and it looks pretty wild. So this morning, we're going to get some miles in the Fast-R Nitro 2 in the middle of a hurricane. Let's do it. All right, so quick overview of the Puma Fast-R Nitro 2. What is this crazy looking shoe? And man, the rain is coming down even underneath this porch. It is wild. So Puma has two marathon racing shoes. They have this, and they have the Deviate Elite 3 or Deviate Nitro Elite 3. You can think of these like Alpha Fly and Vaporfly. Deviate Elite 3, that's going to be a little bit softer, more forgiving, easier to run in. This thing is firm, aggressive. It's got a crazy rocker, and you can see what they've done with the plate. And sounds like cars are crashing and tree branches are falling. But what they've done with the plate is they've put it all the way on the ground, basically on the ground in the forefoot here. You can see the plate is right on top of this tiny piece of really firm foam right here on the bottom, and then you get a lot of the cushion on top. So some of the aggressive shoes like the Sky Paris put the plate up near your foot. This one puts the plate near the ground. The other thing is it does not have a big heel area, and it is quite disjointed. So you have two little pods of foam here, one in the back, one in the front. The plate scoops down super aggressively, and then you get a nice tight fitting upper. So as I mentioned, I did not love this shoe. I ran in it one time in Savannah. It was not raining. And the reason I'm talking about the rain is because this has the Puma grip, which is known as one of the grippiest compounds out there. But this shoe felt a little bit firm to me, and the way Puma describes its use case and who it's going to be best for, it's also hard to get on camera. Let me brighten this up. Puma says this is going to be best for runners who put down power, former track athletes, those who can really optimize the firmer cushion in here, because this is not the lightest shoe. This actually comes in, I think, 280 grams versus a lot of the marathon shoes out there in my size are around 220 or below. 220 is kind of that middle point for me. That's the median for a lot of these shoes. The lighter ones are below that. The heavier ones are above. 220 to 240, I'd say, is the fat part of the bell curve. So this is way over here on the skinny part of the bell curve. It's heavier, it's more aggressive, it's firmer. You can see as I'm pushing this in, I'm not getting a lot of response. So we're going to keep it pretty short today, see if I can get a little bit of turnover through the rain. Oh my goodness. This is a rainstorm if I've ever seen one. So hopefully this is fun. I have no idea. This could turn out to be a wet disaster, and hopefully the tree branches do not come down on me. Oh my goodness. I honestly have no idea what I signed up for. But we have to get our miles in, so we are going to do it in the Puma Fast-R Nitro 2. All right, let's lace this thing up. So first things first, I am extremely biased against this shoe because of the colorway. When I bought it, this was the only colorway available, and I really do not like black for shoes. It's funny because black is basically my favorite color. My car is black. Charlie's car is black. My Supwell, all my Supwell stuff, all my hobby jogger gear is black. But shoes, I don't like black shoes. I don't know. Something about them, I like a little pop of color. But, all right, lacing this up, let's talk about the good qualities. Man, the rocker on here is so aggressive. This might be one of the most aggressive rockers. So this geometry is just going to tip us along in the front. It is very stiff, so we got to be putting down some power like our friend Rory Linkletter. And I actually left a comment on Rory's channel asking him about his Paris shoe choice. And this is what he said. I'll throw it down there. He said he was lab tested and he was a tiny bit more efficient in this, 0.5% more efficient in this, but he's going to go with it because he feels that he's just had better luck with it. So I thought that was interesting that even for him, right, basically perfect form, elite marathoner, I think he's a 2:08 marathoner, there was almost no difference between two very different race shoes. There's almost no difference in economy and how he performed in them. He was a tiny bit faster in this. So, yeah, I just found that so fascinating that we spent all this time thinking about efficiency and economy, and there is lab testing, and it turns out the shoes, as I've been saying, might not be all that important. And what is important, though, is feel. And that's what our friend Rory says. He feels and felt more confident in this shoe. That's what it's all about, comfort and confidence. So the other weird thing about this shoe that I should mention is the carbon fiber plate. Not only is it all the way on the bottom, it sticks out like a tongue. Sticks out here. So the plate is all the way on the bottom here with this weird piece of, I don't even know what it's called. Is this even foam? I think it's foam. I think it's an EVA foam wrapping the plate around the bottom here, and then you get it to stick out. It's supposed to add more propulsion. It's a little weird. It sticks out half an inch further. I think if you needed to take out one of your competitors, bang! Oh yeah, the other thing I was talking about with the bias on these shoes makes me feel like Christopher Ronaldo. Anytime I lace up one of these guys, just go. Because from the top, it really does look like a soccer cleat. It is very narrow. Now, on foot, though, the upper is comfortable. They actually literally took, this is what Puma told me at the running event, they took the soccer cleat upper and put it on the shoe. It's called Ultra Weave. Can you see that? It says Ultra Weave right there, Ultra Weave. So they took the soccer cleat upper, they put it on here. There is a little bit of weird bunching in the front. I don't know if you can see this, but it's not perfectly. Someone on the last video where I showed this, I think the Cloud Boom Strike video, said it looks like they spent too much time in the microwave. It does look a little bit shrink wrapped up here. But the fit is comfortable. I have these in a 10.5, true to size, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I have enough room. It's not too narrow. It feels like this Ultra Weave could stretch a little bit if needed. It is weird that we have some of this ornamentation on the front, this little piece, because now it's just touching my leg, which I don't need. But yeah, the heel is maybe a touch narrow, but we actually have good forefoot width. And of course, this is going to be a shoe that really benefits from putting down a lot of power in the forefoot. So I'm not sure how fast I'm going to go today, but we're going to keep it brief, probably 6 to 8 miles. I do not know how long I can tolerate this rain today. Because, man, it's hard to get rain on camera sometimes, but look at that. It is really coming down. I still have the top off of my Jeep. I still have the soft top on. I need to put the hard top back on. It was a terrible decision to put the soft top on because now I just can't even use it in the rain because I don't like putting the back windows in. It's a lot of work, and then I'm basically just confined to my house when it rains, and I can't go to the treadmill at the gym. So we're going to do this little Fast-R Nitro 2 test. I ran in the Deviate Nitro 3 recently. That shoe is top 3 favorite plated trainers of the year so far. I absolutely love that thing. So we need to give this guy another shot. I did not like it on the first run. We will see how it does today. I really do not know what kind of pace I'm going to hold. We're just going to get out there, try to have some fun, try to not get pneumonia, and that's going to be that. All right, should we get into it? I think we should get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, my goodness. The thing is, if I started running an hour ago, I would have been done by now. So, it's no better time than the present, right? Isn't that what they say? Rain or shine, baby. Rain or shine. Let's go. Embody the slug. Let's go. Woo! All right, how many miles can I survive in Hurricane Debby? And bro, it's already like the river. Oh my goodness, look at this. I was trying to think of the river. What's the river in Egypt? The Phoenicia? Woo! All right, early overreaction. It's rainy, and these are most certainly fast. These are fast, and these are firm. Yeah, so right out of the, not out of the box, but first little warm up in these things. This is not gonna give any pop and pep unless you put some force down in it. And man, we got a lot of detritus out here. Yeah, this is a 10K PR shoe. This is not a long run shoe for me. All right, how many tree branches down so far? Oh, it's about 5 down there. Yeah, this is definitely not a cadence, light on your feet shoe. As I'm really opening it up on this first straightaway, putting some force down, it's coming alive, but it's still not, it doesn't feel that bouncy. Oh, that's a big one. And oh my goodness. All right, I am no arborist, but this does not look good to me. This doesn't look good to me. Holy cow. All right. Well, I guess we're not going that way. If I make it 6 miles today, that's a blessing. So the grip is obviously great, but there are, what, 5 or 6 Adidas and Puma speed shoes that you could choose from that have great grip. Boston 12, Takumi San, Adios, DV8 Nitro 3, and the DV8 Elite 3. So grip alone is not going to make this guy a viable choice. Alright, mile 1, 6:44. I think it's just rain, but they feel like tiny knives. Just, I should have worn a shirt. Man, these guys are going to be sad. Oh, we got another look at the tree. Oh, she's gonna be sad. The Beamer mom, that was her tree that fell. Yeah, 1 mile in, man. These things are firm. They're not fun. And I'm already suffering by running through a hurricane. This is not the shoe I would pick. Sorry, Rory. Whew. I think my next run in this has to be an all-out mile attempt at sub 5 pace. Because I'm just not getting juice out of these, even in the 6s. And I don't don't know if this foam takes break-in, but man, it is just a firm shoe. And I'm putting down some pretty good force too. I'm not small. What do you call it, small, Puma? No. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is not the shoe for me. I'm probably not the hobby jogger certified race shoe from Puma. But regardless, we gotta see how many miles we can hang on in here. Seems like the rain might be letting up a little bit. Oh boy, we got another river. All right, that was mile 2. Clipping off more 640s and 645s. I'm just trying to get into a rhythm with this shoe, and I just cannot. I just cannot. This shoe is not good. This shoe is not good. I'm trying to like it. I'm even trying more of the forefoot strike to bang off the front. It's just not giving me much, man. More like Puma Fast-R Nitro 2. More like Puma Fast-R Nitro Who? More like Puma Fast-R Nitro Poo. Emphasis on the poo, ma. More like Puma Last-R Nitro 2, because you're gonna come in last in the race if you try to wear these. Yeah, that was a 6:39 on mile 3. I'm just gonna try to make it to 6 in these and take these off as soon as I can. But we are crushing Hurricane Debby right now. It's got nothing on us. Hobby Jogger 1, Hurricane Debby 0. The rain is letting up, but the wind is whipping. Whew. What a time. What a time. All right, mile 5, 6:36. It feels like it might be softening up a little bit, and I'm getting a little bit more of a rhythm with it, but this is a specialized tool. I feel like I need to be taught how to run in this shoe. It is not easy to run in at all. I either need to land a certain way or put down more force in a certain area. It's just not, it's not a natural, easy, fun shoe. It's a tool. It's like a chainsaw for crushing some Hurricane Debby trees. Yo, those guys made quick work of that. Look at that, completely empty. Shout out to Min Hill Public Works. Rain or shine. All right, crushing this last hill. And then final kick home. Alright, last little, I don't even know what that was, but we finished with a 5:20 pace down the hill. About 2-minute little kick there home. And I guess the shoes felt better for that pace, but how often am I going to be running 5:20 pace? That's about my 5K pace. By the way, I'm thinking I should run a 5K some point soon, because I just ran my 5K PR within a 24-mile long run. It was a 17:18, meaning I could probably go 16 something. And just in general, man, I'm not built for the marathon. I've been forcing myself to chew through these 22-mile long runs. Man, next year I might cut the mileage, mess around, bang a 15:30 5K or something. Bro, I'm 6'2". I know there's some tall marathoners out there, but these long distances are just not natural for me. I've just been pounding it into my system. High mileage, high mileage, high mileage. I need to get some speed. 2025, we're coming for the speed. Half marathon PR is coming down, 10K PR is coming down, 5K PR is coming down. Yeah, we only got 6 miles. That's okay. It's a down week. I would not want to go much longer in these shoes. Oh my goodness, look at this. It is just nasty. Nastiness. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's really hard to see that, huh? We ran some nice even splits. Exactly 6:40 pace. And I felt like I was just banging out 6:40 after 6:40. So we were locked into a nice pace. Probably, or pretty much exactly 40 minutes, 4 seconds, 6 miles. And look, this is what, I forget who told me this. One of our friends on the channel said, if you just scroll up on the watch, if you just scroll up, the laps are right there. Okay, 6:45, 6:45, 6:39, 6:45, 6:36, and then, oh, that was uphill for that 0.79, 7 flat, and then 5:22 on the last 32. So that probably worked out to be about a 6:40 something or 6:50 as well. So we were pretty much bang on 6:40s. I am going to go shower, take these off, shower, so I don't get pneumonia. And then we can talk through this shoe. 6 miles through Hurricane Debby. That is enough for me. I've done long runs in rain like this before. I've gone 10 miles. I've gone 12 miles. I've gone 20 miles. It's not fun. Sometimes it's fun, but that's not what I'm doing today. 6 miles. And I have no idea. I have literally no idea how Rory Linkletter is going to run a marathon in these. Even at my fast pace, they just felt so... I don't know, man. I have to do one more workout in these. Or maybe race a 5K in these. I'm going to look like such a clown, though, if I show up to the local Greek school 5K in the Fast-R Nitro, too. Man, it's really raining, huh? Yeah, bro. What are those? I cannot show up to a regional 5-kilometer race in this shoe. Also, I really do not like this colorway. I wonder if the colorway is making me dislike this shoe more. I really wish they had that yellow one for sale when I bought this, because this is just not fire. The black on this, and it's not just the black, it's just the way that it makes this upper look. It's not clean. It's not clean. It also just makes the shoe look more basic. And it's just weird, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. All right, we're going to shower, and I'll be back and do this final breakdown. I have no idea where we're going to do the breakdown today, because it's coming down, and we got Grandma in the house. We'll figure it out. I need to get some newspaper on those. All right, man, we're going full Cozy Boy Summer for this breakdown. You already know. Hold on. Oh, by the way, bang, bang. We got a few left over. But you already know how we're coming. Carbon County, full Carbon County crew neck. And then we're going to bust down with the little orange. Good job, Puma. Deviate Nitro 3. Good job, Puma. Looking real healthy out here on a punk shoe. New Larry June album is dropping tomorrow. I'm hyped. All right, yeah, we're going to do a little quick bust down. Puma Deviate Nitro 3. Walk out to the Jeep. We're going to do this breakdown straight from the Jeep because it's raining. And that's the only place where I can yell that's dry. Because you can probably hear Reevesy right now. I'm not even going to lace these up. Is this a fire fit? Hobby Jogger Chic. Out here talking about Wayfair Fall 2024. We got to come with the Hobby Jogger Chic catalog 2024, bro. We dropping the lookbook. Carbon County sweaters, wool socks, and you pull up on them in the plated trainers. Yeah, the lens is all, that's what I call drip right there. Gunna who? Lil Baby who? Pharrell who? Bro, bang. Just flexing on him. It's complete shenanigans. Oh, alright. Alright guys, so we got 6 miles, a cheeky little almost 10K because we did not go 6.2. We want 6.00 because that is all I had in me today versus Hurricane Debby. But guess what? Hurricane Debby did not take us down. We were still able to trudge through the rain in Carbon County in the Puma Fast-R Nitro 2. And man, I really just do not like the way this thing looks. I don't like the way this looks on camera. I don't like the way it feels on foot. I'm going to give this thing 2 more runs. That's it, 2 more runs, and then I'm quitting on it. So far we have, it was about I think I did a 6x800 workout in it. That was a complete mess down in Savannah. It was one of those weeks where my legs were just not working for me. And then today we had this run where my legs feel fine. A nice, I don't know if you'd call it a tempo, probably a little bit slower than a traditional tempo would be for my fitness right now, but just a nice, faster everyday run, just steady pace, 640. Pace felt good. Shoe felt clunky. It felt heavy. It felt stiff. I just could not get into a rhythm with it. There was one point in that run, mile, let's throw up the splits. Our splits were pretty today. Our splits were actually really pretty. Just nice and even. And is that a testament to the shoe or is that a testament to me as a runner? Probably more me as a runner. But what I was going to say is there was one part of that run, it was mile 5, I think, where the shoe started to feel better and like I was locking into some sort of a rhythm with it. But then it just, I don't know. It's not fun. It's very firm. It's very stiff. And I don't know, pushing in this Nitro Elite foam, I'm wondering if maybe it's going to soften up with some time. But I really believe race shoes should feel good out of the box. This is my hot take, right? It's like Bill Simmons. You guys remember that Bill Simmons commercial for HBO? It's like, I believe billionaires should pay for their own dang stadiums. I believe race shoes should feel good out of the box. That was my problem with the Takumi Sen 10. That was my problem with the Adios Pro 3, and it has started to feel good, but it's still not amazing. If a race shoe does not feel amazing for me out of the box, I am not going to race in it. Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris, that felt amazing for me out of the box, and I ran a marathon PR in it. It was too aggressive, but it was a fast shoe. This guy just, I don't know, man. So what they've done with the plate, for me, feels gimmicky. It doesn't feel like it's adding that much benefit, and you would actually think that with the plate being so much lower, it feels softer on top because you're landing on this big stack of foam. But the issue is that because the plate is all the way at the bottom, and let's remember what the purpose of the plate is. The purpose of the plate is not to provide energy return. It's to provide some guidance for the shoe so that you direct the energy forward. But the most important job of the plate, the number one job of the sheriff of Carbon County, is to stabilize the foam. So if the foam does not need stability because it is firmer, then the plate has no job. So the plate here, it is directing the energy forward and it is reinforcing the rocker. So it's doing 2 out of the 3 jobs that a plate could do. Reinforce the rocker, direct the energy forward, and stabilize the foam. But the number one job of the plate is it's redundant. There's no purpose of the plate in the shoe because the foam is stiff by itself. It's like sticking a plate in the Super Blast or the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3. If the foam is already stiff, you don't need the plate. I actually think this foam, the Nitro Elite, would be really nice in a Super Blast type shoe. So this shoe is getting me more excited for what's to come. Puma Mag Max Nitro. But in this shoe, man, it's just not working out for me. It's too firm. The rocker is fine, but it doesn't feel like I can generate enough power. And I put down some good power. Sometimes I wish I had that Stride power meter so I could compare. But I put down some pretty good power into a shoe. I know I'm only going 640s today. I wasn't going 540s, but I did throw down some 520 at the end. And it still just felt like the shoe doesn't quite work for my mechanics and my running style. I know our friend Rory is going to be racing in this, so it does work for some people out there, but I really think you might have to be an elite athlete consistently putting down 5s and 4s for this to be a good shoe, or 200 plus pounds. If you found other shoes, if something like the Adidas Adios Pro 3, if that feels too soft for you, or if it doesn't feel supportive enough, then maybe you'll have some good luck with this, but it's just narrow and a little bit constraining, so I'm having a hard time seeing what type of a hobby jogger this might be best for, but it could just be the case that this is only going to be an elite race shoe. So I'm still glad that I tried it because it's a cool shoe. It looks kind of cool, even though I don't like the colorway. It looks a lot better in the yellow colorway. It's a cool design. I like that Puma tried something different. I'm hoping that the Fast-R Nitro 3 gives us something a little bit better. You could still do the push-out plate tongue thing here with the plate being in the middle. So maybe soften up the foam a touch. Put the plate in the middle. Just the way that the elements of the shoe come together don't quite work for me. But good things. Let's talk about the good things. I usually talk about the good things and then the downsides, but I really did not like the shoe, so I talked about the downsides first. Good things. Upper. The soccer upper, man. I was like Lance Donovan out there in 2004 with this soccer upper from Puma Football. It's called Ultra Weave. Can you see that? Ultra Weave. Ultra Weave. So it's nice. It conforms to my foot. It felt really snug. I had no slipping and sliding. Really good upper. So that makes me excited for the Deviate Elite 3. Also, everything about the shoe makes me excited for the Deviate Elite 3 because there are some good elements here that I think that shoe will fix. Namely, softening up the foam, not doing weird stuff with the plate, keeping the upper, and of course, keeping the bang grip. I mean, we were trudging through a legit hurricane this morning. And look at that. Look at that. This thing held up beautifully. So, I mean, no matter the weather, I would feel confident wearing this shoe. But, like I said out there, Adidas Adios Pro 3, Adidas Boston 12, Adidas Takumi Sen, Puma Deviate Nitro 3, Puma Deviate Elite 3, and then this. Those are 6 race shoes or fast training shoe options that have good rubber. And if we're thinking about, let's take this guy out. Oh, hold on. Take this guy off real quick. Oh, I'm gonna have to put the other one on because it's wet. I don't know how it's so wet inside of the carport. Oh, and my shoe is super wet. So I'm just gonna put this on the ground. But yeah, something like this, man. So this is the Puma Deviate Nitro 3. This is their plated training shoe. So you still have the carbon plate. You still have the Puma grip. Differences are you don't have as light of an upper, and you also have a training foam in the back here. So there's 2 different types of foams. You got the race foam on top, and then the training foam. This is one of my favorite plated training shoes of the year, and I think most people who are watching this video, me included, would do better with this in a marathon than this. And this is actually heavier. That's the thing. The Fast-R Nitro 3 is heavier. Actually, I don't want to get this. It feels heavier. It's just as heavy, if not heavier, than the Puma Deviate Nitro 3. So this would be my pick for most people. I still have to test the Puma Deviate Elite 3. I wonder how the audio is going to be in here because it is really coming down. Alright. It's really coming down again. I think the rain might be playing us out, telling us it's time to go. But I think we could safely say Hurricane Debby did not defeat us. It might have defeated the audio in the breakdown section of the video, but I'm speaking directly into the microphone for this part. So, Puma Fast-R Nitro 3. This is 100% not Supwell certified. This is definitely my least favorite racing shoe of the year. We'll see if the Deviate Elite 3, and I really don't like Puma's naming either. It's just super confusing. We'll see if the other one is any better. I've heard it's a lot better. This is almost brick territory for me. Putting down 640s in this felt like a lot of work. It felt like more work than putting down 640s in, I don't know, Saucony Triumph. It's bad. I did not like this shoe. I'm going to give it 2 more runs. That's it. 2 more runs, 1 workout, and then maybe an all-out mile or something to see if some force can really activate it. But I'm telling you right now, it's not a hobby jogger race shoe. Unless you're Rory Linkletter, you're not going to probably want this. So that's all I have for you today out here. If we have any good food, I'll throw it on camera. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Don't let Hurricane Debby get you down. Turn that frown upside down. Gotta get your miles in. Just don't drown. Bro, out here with the Zane Zidane 6s. Remember that guy? He headbutted somebody. Zidane Zidane. Out here with the Pele 4s. Go!